Oh, I can't do visual gags for this one. That's so sad. Well, welcome to what I am sure you already noticed is a rare, no camera Monday morning coffee. I promise I have the coffee. I mean, you can. I don't know how well you can hear that. I don't want to like super shake it and get coffee all over myself like a dumbass, but I have a coffee. I promise. There's a coffee here, and I will keep talking until I get approximately finished with the coffee. We can do a normal length episode. I feel like we'll be safe with a normal length episode. But the reason that there's no camera, just two reasons. One is because the Wi-Fi here has been really bad, which you would think wouldn't affect. Well, I mean, I'm streaming, so you would think it would affect that before it would affect my camera, but actually it doesn't. I am on a wired Ethernet connection for this PC, so this PC does not have any of the Wi-Fi issues, so hopefully this stream will go off with relatively without a hitch. But the Wi-Fi is connected to the camera because I use my phone as the camera for the stream. That's how I make it so pretty and nice. There is supposed to be a USB cable connection there, but Droid Cam is kind of bad with that, so I usually just use the Wi-Fi cam. And I tested it yesterday because I was actually trying to get some recordings done yesterday, but unfortunately it was not working, and the internet is even worse today, so I feel like it's just still not going to work. And I might be saying, though, that I could use the webcam, the old gross webcam, since this is a Monday morning coffee and my video quality doesn't really matter that much. However, it is also the hottest day of the year where I'm at. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm ass naked right now. So, no, I have underwear on. I'm not that, guys, come on. It's like my number one fear, showing my dick on stream. Every person who has ever recorded themselves for the purpose of uploading and sending to others, especially in the live stream format where really anything can happen, they have the fear of showing their cock. I'm never going to get that far, but I am at least shirtless. And I mean, I've done Monday morning coffees on cam with no pants on, so that part shouldn't surprise you. But I'm also shirtless because, like I said, it's the hottest day of the year. And if I'm not going to have the window open and the fan on for this duration, because I've decided that audio quality is important if I'm not going to show my face, I might as well have the fan off and the window closed. Really, it's going to be an endurance run. The stream's not going to end when I run out of coffee. The stream's going to end where it gets so unbearably hot in here that I just have to turn the stream off. But I will try to make this reasonable in length. As you can see, I promised the new thumbnail. I'm looking at it right now, and I also want to point out that it's between a video called r/limerence disturbing and controversial subreddits next to poorest region of America, what it really looks like, which both sound like very serious videos, and then you just see this thumbnail in between those, which really just kills it. But like I said, we're gonna try and make this. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a full episode, but I'll just keep talking until I'm like relatively finished with this coffee. I would like to use some of this coffee, but I got the big tall store-bought, well, not store-bought necessarily speaking, but cafe coffee. So this could, if I ration this off, it could last me the rest of the day, which I feel like is pretty good. I think in terms of updates, really the only thing I want to talk about in this one is I'm thinking of video content again. I'm workshopping it like always. I have 3 ideas that I think could be pretty good. One for the JBR channel, one for this channel, and another for my old main channel. Now for this channel, my idea is not very spectacular. In fact, you've already kind of seen it that I've been editing up clips of the BeamNG streams currently. However, I want this to eventually go down into me basically just going down my gaming backlog and making short, like, well, recording wise, doing like an hour, 30, 2 hours, either as a stream, or if I can't stream that week for whatever reason, doing a recording, because honestly, recording is easier than streaming. So, whichever way I decide to do that, kind of filling up that hole. And I still, of course, I have a lot of streams that I haven't edited into videos yet. There's still one more BeamNG stream, and then there's the teardown stuff, and then the Steam, sorry, not the Steam, I'm talking about Skyrim. I also want to call it Skyrim VR, but we have actually not done Skyrim VR on this channel. That's just something else that I played, but I never recorded. So I want to do that. On the JBR channel, I want to do something where I talk about, you know, the development process when it comes to either making games, when it comes to making content, sort of stuff that's similar to the things I talk about off the cuff on these streams. In fact, I almost wonder if I can get those topics on here, talk about them on here, and then upload them to JBR as a clip. That might be pretty helpful. That might be a way to kill two birds with one stone on that. But I don't know if that's exactly what I want to do. But that's the idea for JBR. And then the one for the old channel, which, as you know, I'm cutting off the Film the Rhythm content on there. I guess you'd say it was not Film the Rhythm, unfortunately. That was a terrible... cut that one out. Cut that, like... put this video out there, and keep it exactly the same, but cut that one part off. Make it sound like I was coughing or something, and then I continued. Anyway. Sorry, there's something in my throat. That's why I coughed so much. Anyway, that is going off because it's 1 minute, and I'd like them to be longer than 1 minute. Like I said, Film the Rhythm will continue. Like the whole series will be 1 minute for just the sake of keeping things consistent. But once Film the Rhythm is done, those stories will be TikTok exclusive because I get more than a minute to make that content. And they might be on Instagram Reels at some point as well. But that's basically the plan for that stuff. And there'll be a new secret content on there. You know it's secret when I call it secret. And you know the reason that it's secret is because I still don't even know if I'm actually going to do it or not. If it's going to be too much work for me and I just don't want to do it, or if I will actually end up doing it. I'm still in a deciding phase. That's the main reason it's secret. But we'll see what happens there. So that's 3 new pieces of content. I really love the idea of just doing the JBR content kind of on here as talking points for Monday Morning Coffee. But the only problem is that I would also like it to really be made for YouTube. It's also one of those things where the idea that I have on this channel, I can also technically do, or sorry, the idea that I have for the other channel, the old main channel, I can also technically do on Monday Morning Coffee, just because Monday Morning Coffee is such a general show. But I wonder how well something like that would really fit on here, because I have a specific idea for what I want that content to look like. And I mean, it could work. It's something I gotta workshop. I haven't really considered the stream idea part of it too much. This is me. You know, this is a really productive episode of Monday Morning Coffee where I get the notepad out. Let me get the notepad out. So we're gonna actually say, and hopefully in those future streams, I will be having a shirt on, not so insanely hot and sweaty, and you know, I'll be using the normal camera like always. Let me see what I have here. So, using Monday Morning Coffee for the Astukery show, and also the JBR content. And that's that. I feel so low energy on this one, and I don't know if it's because I have the camera off so I can't see my funny movements, or if it's just because it's really hot. I think it's like it might be a mixture of both, honestly. But I think I'm gonna cut it there because I don't think there's anything else I wanted to discuss. I'm trying to think. The JBR, J-R, which is what I call it, or JacobRobinson.com, which is actually, interestingly enough, easier to speak, even though to type it's J-R, but J-R sounds weird. That had nothing to do with anything, by the way. I think, so that content's all going well. There's still stuff that's going to be posted to the blog, still more infrequently, like I said. I think I'm going to focus more on fiction content from here on out. If you're, of course, subscribed to the Substack, you know Guardians of Enfia has been coming out. And I want to do something similar with the blog, but I haven't really decided what that's going to look like, which stories are going to be premium, which stories are going to be free. But I have a lot of ideas, and with this usage of pseudo-write, I'm able to publish and produce at a much greater rate, which is good. But I kind of want to figure out how exactly that's all going to work. So that's also on the dot. I put that one on a notepad. That's another addition. So like the Substack premium JR fiction. What do we do with this? By the way, I think every single one of these notepads I've made on stream, I was thinking about this a couple days ago. Every single time I've done one of these digressions on stream, I save the notepad to my desktop and I never read it ever again. And I never convert those things into tasks. So I should probably try. In fact, the one that we made last time, remember that one? The website ideas, I don't think I ever did anything with that. Although I thought I fixed those like on stream, didn't I? Oh, I'm looking at these and I absolutely did not do these on stream. No, I didn't do it. I didn't fix any of it. Oops. I should probably do that. So that's my task for the day. Oh God. All right. So this one. Oh, and I'm sure some of you are wondering about Sucre's Cabana because that hasn't been released on Instagram for a while. I've decided, that idea was interesting. I think in pieces, that stuff is all cool. Cabana as a concept, talking about those old designs and stuff, might be a good fit for JBR. And the idea of a magazine on Instagram also relatively noteworthy. God fucking damn it. I saw the image again. I was having such a good train of thought, and I looked at my Evermonitor, and I saw half of me with XX Tentacion. Okay, I didn't remember what I was talking about. Fuck! And I was doing so good. Oh, the Cabana stuff. So, Cabana might come back in some capacity. It might even come back on these streams. It might even be a part of that whole thing. Like, if I'm using Monday Morning Coffee as a way to basically just cheat and record a bunch of stuff, then take those snippets. It's especially good because when you have so few viewers, it's not like you're responding to viewer comments or you get the urge to respond to viewer comments. So there could be like a Monday Morning Coffee section where I answer all the questions that the questions come in, but then as a topic, I can record. I can record the stuff for JBR. I can record the stuff for Asukri. The only problem is that the only problem with all those cases, and this is a big issue with the show, is that Monday is not a good recording time like at all. My best recording times are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Monday is actually literally the worst, besides maybe the weekends because I'm out all the time on weekends. But Monday is the worst of the weekday times to record stuff. But I can't switch it to anything else because the show's called Monday Morning Coffee. I can't name it like Tuesday tea afternoon. That would be a fucking parody. I have to keep rolling with the Monday morning coffee idea. Unless I change the name, but then like Monday morning coffee is so good. Oh fuck. Or I had a separate one. I have a separate show called like the Asukri Show or something. But then why do both of those? I might as well just record the content offline. Fuck. Yeah. This idea, I'm going to have to workshop this one a little bit more. I can't promise anything coming up. I'm going to have to workshop this one. But that's what I've been thinking about in terms of the video ideas and everything like that. I've been thinking about that one. And of course the video game stuff would be separate from all of that because I would need 2 hours. Whereas if we're talking about Cabana, if we're talking about JBR, if we're talking about the new secret idea, none of those are really based on time. It's just how long it takes me to explain everything. But it might be better just to record it. But also, it might be easier if I just have one single recording block that I have to worry about, and I never have to worry about anything ever again. I can just reuse that recording block for a bunch of stuff. Honestly, that seems like it would be pretty good too. So I'd have to think about all that. There's a really loud car outside. The window's not open, by the way. It's still really hot in here, but I can still hear everything that's going outside. That's like the worst of two evils. Okay, the heat's getting to me. I can tell now. For sure, the heat's getting to me. So we're going to end it here. I'm going to workshop those ideas. I'm going to think about them. I'm not going to abandon those things on my notepad. I'm going to do something with them this time. And I'm even going to open up the Cabana Ideas notepad that I saw there. That's the whole reason this all happened. And I'm going to do something with this right after this stream. I'm going to put the coffee to work, as they say. But until then, this is Monday Morning Coffee. Next episode will be, as you can probably tell, on Monday. I don't know if there'll be any new content at that point, besides our standards. But until then, I'll see you in the next one. Good luck. That'll be number 42, the funny number, well, the secondary funny number. The one that's not as funny is 69. It's still a funny